Welcome to our weekly video podcast, episode 16. Tomorrow we play Bala Town here at Park Hall in the JD Welsh Premier League. Last time we met in the same competition, the New Saints won 4-1 on the road and Ryan Brobbel opened the scoring after 7 minutes. Last time we played Bala Town away, 4-1 victory. It was an early goal from yourself. Can you recall that 7-minute opener?
Yeah, I think I can. I think it was Dean actually who slipped one back to me and I just curled it from there to the box.
And the game tomorrow against Bala Town, that should be a tough one.
Yeah. Always a tough game against them. They're obviously one of the better teams in this league and they're always trying to push for Europe spots and they always come and give us a game. They don't just sit back, they'll actually try and score. So yeah, it'll be a tough game.
They had a disappointing result over the weekend, of course, lost 3-2 at Aberystwyth. That seems to be the way the league is going at the moment, apart from the New Saints.
Yeah, well, that's good because obviously teams are getting beat around us and obviously we've only lost one game this season but won 5, so obviously the lads have been doing well. It's frustrating for myself, but yeah, they'll be a good game.
And we beat Bala Town 4 times last season. Do you think we can go all the way again this time round?
Hopefully, yeah. I think the lads will be all prepared and obviously know what's coming because we've played them a lot, obviously 4 times last season. We've played them a lot of times over the years, so yeah, we know what to expect.
And Brob, since you've been at the New Saints, you've fitted very well into the squad. You've been a regular. It's a tough one this time round, though. Lots of competition for places.
Yeah, of course. It's only better. It obviously pushes the lads on, don't get too comfortable. And if you're not playing well, there's always someone like on the bench who can come in and play. And obviously, I've been injured a lot of this season, and obviously Red Oars came in, obviously a new player, and he's done fantastic. So yeah. And
how frustrating is it to be injured and not part of the starting lineup?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, I missed a big part of the season, obviously with Europe as well, which is obviously a good time of the year, and it's been frustrating, but I've just got to get on with it and obviously try and get back as fit as possible and try and get my place back in the team.
And we had a disappointment a couple of weeks ago now, the Iron Brew Cup exit, but since then, some great results in the Welsh Premier League.
Yeah, I think the lads have reacted the way we should have really. Obviously, when we beat, was it Abbas 5-6-0, and then obviously travelling down to the Nephew, obviously a tough place to go, quite far for us, and beating them 2-0, so yeah, bounce back good.
And talking about the results in the Welsh Premier League, we beat Aberystwyth Town 6-0. They went and beat Bala Town 3-2 over the weekend.
Yeah, I think that's just the way it's going. You've seen it with like Connors Key, they've been beaten off different teams, and we got beat off Connors Key, and then Bala. It's just, I think that's the league's getting more competitive, which is only good for us really.
And finally, your own injury situation, what's the update on that?
Yeah, well, I've started training with the lads again now, but it's obviously I've been out good 7 weeks now, so it's been frustrating, but let's be back out there and hopefully push for a place in the next coming weeks. Also on the score sheet at Maes Tegid was Aeron Edwards, so we had a chat with him. He did very well because a number of players were trying to put him off.
Last time we played Bala Town in a competitive game, we played them in a pre-season friendly, of course, 4-1 victory, 3-0 up. They scored a goal, possibly a lifeline, but you signed, sealed and delivered the match with a ball that was won by Brobbel in the midfield, played out to Ebby on the left, and you tapped it in from close range.
Yeah, just got on the end of it and made it 4-1. So.
And what sort of challenge do you think we can expect from them tomorrow in the game?
It's always a tough game against Bala, they signed some good players. All the lads watch me now, so yeah, they're a good team and play good football, and I'm sure it'll be a tough game on Friday.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a very informal chat. We've got some of the lads behind. Do you want to come in? They've all disappeared now.
Just listen, Rep.
I wonder if they want to come in. They're just listening. So Bala Town, as you say, there'll always be a tough challenge. They've had a couple of disappointing results themselves this season. They could have gone 3 points behind the New Saints on Saturday. They lost to Aberystwyth Town. Nevertheless, they will be there or thereabouts, won't they, at the end of the campaign?
Yeah, they're always there or thereabout, and as I said, they're a good team, and you expect a little bit better from maybe they get good results, and then next week they'll have a poor result. With the players they've got, you expect a bit more, but always a tough game against us, and they raise a game for us, and they'll be tough.
You've been at the New Saints for a number of seasons, of course. This time round, quite a few new faces, some familiar ones have departed. How do you see the squad as a whole this time round?
Yeah, it's certainly a lot younger now, players getting older, and Scotty's bringing in a bit of youth, and and we've got to, as older lads, help bring experience to them, and then they've been doing really well in games, and hopefully it continues.
Bender's still the best player here.
and what about we're moving away from the domestic game now to the Wales Sea International that you featured in last season? Hopefully more of those games to come this time round.
Yeah, it's a great experience. They're the games you want to play in. We did well against England. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but hopefully we get, it'll raise the profile for the league, and it's great for players to put on that shirt, and a bit of pride, and really good experience.
Azza, thank you for your time today, and you've done remarkably well with the likes of Blaine Hudson, Sis, and especially Simon Spender over my shoulder, trying to put you off.
Always messing around, aren't they? Always.
Joash Nembhard yet to feature against Bala Town, one of the new signings, of course, here at the New Saints. We had a chat with him when we spotted him in the gym. We spoke in Denmark after the Europa League game about the competitiveness for places here at the New Saints. Since then, you've played the last 2 games in the JD Welsh Premier League. That must be a big boost for yourself as a player.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, I feel like I've been working hard, and I feel like I've earned and deserved my chance. And when I've been given the opportunity to play by Scotty and Eva, I feel like I've flourished in the games that we've played. So I'm really, really happy to be where I am right now. It's a nice place.
I guess opportunity can come in many different ways. For you, Ben Cabango was called up for the Wales under-19 squad. He wasn't too well at the time, so he didn't feature. But that gave you the opportunity. You took it, and 2 clean sheets in 2 appearances.
Yeah, especially being a defender, that's one of the main priorities. You want to make sure that your goal stays untouched, and to make sure that you take away the 3 points. And I feel like we've put in 2 professional performances the last 2 games against Aberystwyth and who did we play against?
Llanelli.
I'm not even going to attempt to say that, but yeah, the two professional performances, so really, really happy with that, yeah.
Now, as a defender, Joash, we won the first game 6-0, and then we went down to Llanelli on the Friday night, a 2-0 victory. As a defender, I guess the question's already answered. Would you sooner win 1-0 or 5-3?
Oh, 1-0. The clean sheet means everything to a defender. I mean, the blocks, the headers, that for me on a Saturday, you refer to it as a Saturday at 3 o'clock, is as good as gold. It's good as gold. Okay, like you try and look at that and you try and break it down. As a defender, you see how many blocks you make, how many tackles you make, how many passes you make. Yes, the goals are an add-on, and that's a great feeling, but your bread and butter should be your defensive work. So to see the 0 in 2 consecutive games, like my 2 consecutive starts as well, has been really, really, really good. So yeah.
And beyond your own starts as well, there were 2 games previously, so that's 4 in the JD Welsh Premier League without conceding a goal. That shows the depth of squad. It shows that as players come in, that the continuity is still there.
Definitely. I mean, you can tell from the coaches from when we start training what they expect of us. They expect us to be nice and professional and do the right stuff, and you can see that shows on match day. We all sort of work together and make sure that we're all on the same wavelength, doing the correct things, which then leads to the results that we get. So there's definitely that flow, like you say, between new players coming in and fitting that sort of TNS DNA. So yeah, it's really, really nice to play in a team like that as well.
Now, for the players who've been here a while, I can talk to them about the likes of Bala, who we play tomorrow. For yourself, every game is a learning curve as far as the opponents are concerned.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I didn't know much about the Welsh Premier League before I came, but like I say, every game is a new challenge for me. You sort of understand how different teams play. They might play with 2 up front, they might play with 1 up front, they might play a low but they might play a high but. So in every game you're encountering different scenarios which you've got to try and adapt to as quickly as possible, because the game can go past you like that. So yeah, it is good. It is good. Bala will be a good test. Like I say, they're doing okay. It seems like they're doing all right with their results recently, so we'll see. It should be a good game, yeah.
And finally, the team spirit in the camp, it goes without saying, it's very good at the moment.
Yeah, it's really, really good at the moment. Like I say, we're on that sort of winning streak and we're trying to keep the morale and quality of training high, and it seems that way at the moment. So like I say, we're just hoping to continue that and keep pushing that all the way throughout the season. So yeah, it should be good. Should be really good.
Thank you for watching our podcast. As always, we hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out our website for all things relating to the Champions of Wales, tnsfc.co.uk.